Hello, my name is Sean Ennis from Ennis Management, and thank you for joining me here today on the Creative Collective. And today I'm joined by a very special guest. He's a songwriter and recording artist from Dallas, Pleasant Grove, and Rockwell, Texas, TMZ Krash.
What's poppin', man? It's your boy TMZ Krash. What's good?
So, first, let's talk to me about the music scene in Texas. What's going on?
Man, Texas is litty, man. Texas, we one of the dopest states in the world right now doing this music in the country, man. You know, we top 5, top 6, you know, with New York, California, Florida, Chicago, and Georgia, Atlanta. Like, I feel like Texas is like the top 5, top 6 states, Dallas and Houston repping. Shout out to Sauce Walker, shout out to Yellow Beezy, shout out to Mo3, shout out to Dallas University. You know what I'm saying? It's Ricky Blue, OG Money Lou. Y'all know what time it is, man. Young Crash.
And now, you have a very interesting story on how you got your stage name. Could you talk about that?
Yeah, I came up with Crash, man. People knew me as Rich, like Young Rich. But I came up with Crash, man, when I was, living in my vehicle, dog. Like, I was in a situation where, it wasn't like, I didn't really have too much power in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Landlord was on some bull, some BS, and got down, you know what I'm saying? And I had to make a decision, like kick niggas out the same day, just off of an incident from my roommate. My roommate had an incident, and the landlord kicked both of us out. Didn't even want to hear me. It was just like, y'all both got to go. You know what I'm saying? And the roommate was on hard drugs, man, like meth and drinking and all that, man. And me, I ain't had nothing to do with that, you know what I'm saying? But I suffered the consequences with him and was living in my vehicle, dog. Like, you feel me? I wasn't even rapping. I was just working a 9 to 5, like, and just focused on that. And I ended up homeless, man. Like, I ended up living in my car, bro, like, for like a month. Like, literally a month, no couch to couch. Like, I was living in my vehicle, dog, for like a month. And while I was living in that joint, bro, like, I ain't never give up, bro. Like, I just kept writing music. Like, I just couldn't stop writing music when I was in this situation. That's what was helping me, you know what I'm saying, kind of get through the situation. And, that's when I came up with the name Crash. I felt like I had finally just crashed out, bro. Like, I thought it was over with. I didn't know what I was going to do. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept writing, shoot, and all I could do was pray, bro. Like, talk to God, bro. And yeah, that's what happened, man. That's how I came up with Crash. I felt like I was crashed out, like, you feel me?
And what was it that kept you motivated to continue to write music and pursue a music career when you were going through such a difficult situation?
Man, what kept me motivated was I ain't believe I was no bum or no loser. You feel me? Like, I didn't believe that was me. I knew that wasn't me. I just knew, like, the situation that happened is why I was in that situation. Like, I knew, like, I had a purpose. I know I got a message and a purpose and a truth. Like, so that's what kept me. I was realizing it through the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was getting vivid, like, visions, bro. Like, when I was in that situation, like, so I knew I wasn't supposed to be in it. I came up with my clothing line, no label apparel. That's when I came up with no label apparel, because I'm like, if I believe in these labels that I could become this, I could really become this. So that's why I'm like, nah, ain't no labels, like, no labels, like, you know what I'm saying, no negative labels, like, don't believe in no negative labels people may have on you, bro. Like, whatever the situation is, like, whoever can hear this, whatever, like, negative labels your baby mama trying to put on you, other race trying to put on you, like, believe in what the creator says you are, bro, and that's gonna carry you, man. No label apparel coming soon, man.
And is that message of having, like, a strong self-belief, is that something that you try to incorporate into your music?
Yeah, well, I would say the music is more my raw emotions. Like, when I make music, I create music off my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because the actual clothing line is what's gonna speak more volumes to the message. Like, the clothing line is what represents the message more. my music is just my raw emotions. You never know what I'm gonna talk about in my music. You know what I'm saying? I got freestyles though. I got freestyles on my Facebook where, you know, I'm speaking more like on some uplifting, you know what I'm saying? And then my music is just uplifting messages in there too, but it's more raw emotions in my music.
Can you think of one of your earliest memories involving music?
Man, one of my earliest memories, yeah, I would say I could speak on it. You know, I felt like the first song I ever recorded, it got played on the radio. But this is when I was in St. Martin. I used to live in St. Martin, you know, in the Caribbean. But when I was down there, you know, I always wanted to rap, so I wrote a song and I got in the studio and recorded it. And man, it's called. You could still look that up on YouTube. You know, it's like I was like real young. I was a kid and I made a song called "Daydreaming" by Young Rich. You can look that up on YouTube. It's like 9 years old or something. It's like old. And a cool memory about that song, an artist by the name of Justice that signed to Aftermath Records. He called wind of the song when I dropped it, and he hit me up to collaborate. You know what I'm saying? But I was obviously overseas, and he was in Garland, Texas. And this crazy thing about it, he made a song called "Daydreaming" as well, to the same exact beat, and we didn't even know each other. You know what I'm saying? So he hit me up to actually record, to actually work together. But I was like, you know, I'm not over here, bro. And it's like I ended up going to the military. You know, and he ended up getting signed to Aftermath to Dr. Dre. And look him up too. He dope, Justice.
And what was that experience like recording in a recording studio at such a young age?
I basically was just copying my favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? I was copying my favorite rappers at the time, you know, and but I still had my own style of writing. Like I always had my own style of writing though. The experience was dope. You know, I was working with some top-notch producers and they was giving me pointers. They was telling me where to do my highlights, where to do my ad-libs and stuff like that. So, and they even put background vocals on a chorus for me. It's a dope track. Came out dope. Radio quality too.
What kind of music is your favorite to listen to?
My favorite kind of music? Shoot, man, I'd say hip-hop and rap. I ain't gonna get up here and act like I'm different like that. It's just hip-hop and rap. That's really all I listen to, man. You know, I listen to, but on the cool though, bro, like, I don't even really listen to a lot of other music nowadays. I really just listen to myself. Like, I really just listen to my own music and like, you know, I listen to OG Money Lou, Dallas University. I listen to Ricky Blue. You know, I listen to Slim Gravy, ADD Plus. I listen to their group name was ADD Plus with a plus sign. I listen to Blue Spirit out of New York City, BLU Spirit out of New York City. He Up Next out of New York City, and mostly myself, man. I listen to myself, Krash, on all streaming platforms.
What made you want to be an artist?
Man, what made me want to be an artist? I ain't got no choice, bro. I ain't got no choice but to be an artist. Like I'm an artist. That's just who I am, and I'm true to myself. So I ain't got a choice. Like if I'm true to myself, I don't have a choice because it's who I am. That's just my way of expressing myself, like expressing my real self. Because if you notice, bro, like us as humans, we gotta kind of dumb ourselves down for each other. Because a lot of people, they not true to themselves, so they can't handle all the way real you. So the way I express myself in depth is in my music, man. The stuff that I feel like is not really accepted all the way out here, I can do it in my music. You know what I'm saying?
And what role did music play in your life as you were growing up?
Music was pops. Yeah, music was my father, man. Music helped raise me, man. I came up without a father, so the music kind of guided me, bro. Like I was listening to G Unit, I was listening to Dipset. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to UGK. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to DSR. Dirty South Riders, Tum Tum, Big Tuck. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to Lil Flip. You know what I'm saying? Cassidy. I was listening to Cassidy. I was listening to Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to Snoop, feel me, Dr. Dre, Chronic 2001. These albums raised me, man. These albums, that's all I did was listen to music, bro.
Do you believe that it's important to study older music? And if so, why?
Um, I don't think so. I don't think that's important. And the reason I say that is because, I mean, I feel like that's just not a realistic thing. I don't think that's a realistic thing. Like, and I'm a realist. So if you ask me if that's important, nah, it's not really important to me. That's no disrespect to the OGs. You feel me? Because the OGs now, I obviously listen to them because that's when I was growing up. You listen to whoever you grow up to, like whatever's hot at that time is usually what people listening to. If we don't keep it all the way a stack, niggas ain't going back 20 years ago listening to no freaking music, man. Who's doing that? Ain't nobody doing that shit. So for me, bro, I'm listening to what's hot. Like I was listening to what's hot. So now I listen to old school music. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm still listening to the Chronic 2001. I'm still listening to old G Unit. You feel me? I'm still listening to old shit, but I don't feel like the kids now gotta go back and listen to it. Nah, I don't feel like that.
What are the main themes or topics of your songs?
Man, the name things, the Massacre, I dropped the Massacre. That's a spinoff. I dropped the Massacre 19, but they wouldn't let me use 19 on streaming stores, so I just called it the Massacre. That's the first single I dropped. The theme of that one is basically like, you know, I just went off of what people were telling me I sound like 50 or I sound like Meek Mill. You know, that's the two comparisons I get the most, 50 Cent and Meek Mill. So, you know what I'm saying? I dropped the Massacre. It's like, you know, I marketed it after the Massacre, 50 Cent's album, but it's just a single. You know what I'm saying? It's called Crash and Massacre, and it's like real heavy. The content on the song is real heavy. It's really like how I was feeling when I was in that vehicle, bro. I wrote that song, I was living in my vehicle. I felt like niggas was dissing me, you know what I'm saying? So that was my chance to subliminally clap back at them. If you listen to the track, I'm clapping at people on there. It's like, it's real, and I feel like ain't nobody on the planet can see me with this rap shit when I really want to rap. I feel like nobody on the planet, I don't care who you name. You can name Drake, you can name Meek Mill. Man, listen, you can name whoever, bro. I don't care who you name. Like, they not messing with me when I'm really rapping, bro. And that's just a fact. So on that track, you can kind of hear that energy on the track. It's called A Massacre by Krash with a K on all streaming platforms, YouTube as well.
And can you talk about the experience of creating and releasing music that's really personal?
Yeah. Well, the experience is personal. I would say, first of all, when releasing music, though, for me, I do it right because I really came from nothing. Y'all just heard, you know, what my situation was in the vehicle. Man, as soon as I was able to get out that vehicle and find me a job, listen, I started buying my own beats. And I'm paying rent too. Don't get it twisted. I'm paying phone bill and rent, but I'm still finding a way to buy my own beats. You know what I'm saying? I'm really leasing and using these beats. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying for my artwork and I'm paying for my studio time. So that's first and foremost. If you ain't willing to invest in yourself, do not even do music. Get out the way, because you really just clogging up the drain. Like, get out the way. So that's one part of my process. I invest in myself all the way. You know what I'm saying? I really came from nothing. I invest in myself, and then what makes it personal, you know, the lyrics and everything, it's just cuz, man, it's like, it's who I am. Like, the music is who I am. So it's personal. Like, I'm not getting on there sounding like Gunna or getting on there sounding like Young Thug or any of these hot artists or even my favorite artists. I don't feel like I sound like them. I just get on there and literally channel, tap into how I'm feeling, and I get to writing, and that's how I come up with my music. That's what makes it personal.
And do you ever feel any fear in terms of releasing music where you're sharing some of the personal events that you've gone through in your life?
Do I have any fear?
Yes.
Nah, ain't no fear at all.
And why is that?
Well, because I'm sure of what I'm doing. It's a whole vision. The music is just like a small, like a minute, minuscule part of what I'm doing. Like the music is very, very small in as far as the vision God gave me. So ain't no fear. I just do it. I just do me, man. Ain't no fear. I don't believe in fear. I don't believe in moving in fear. So nah, bro.
Now, let's talk about your song Gcode. Can you take me through the creative process and talk about some of the themes or topics that you cover on this song?
With Gcode, and I know that they ain't gonna like that confidence, man. They ain't gonna like that confidence, but hey, you gotta be yourself, man. This is not me trying to intimidate nobody, or you know what I'm saying. This ain't me trying to scare nobody, and none of that, bro. I'm just being myself, and I encourage you to be yourself. You have a purpose. Whoever listening to this got a purpose. That's why I'm so sure of myself, man. Go check out my music, and that's the energy you feeling. You feeling a person that's inspiring you to get up and go get it. Whatever fire my energy put into your heart, go and use that energy and go do something positive, man. Go do something big, whatever it is you was chosen to do. Now, as far as Gcode is like young niggas sticking to the Gcode. Like that's just me sticking to the Gcode, man. I'm sticking to myself. Whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna eat though. So, and I freestyle that shit. I freestyle that chorus. Young niggas sticking to the Gcode, and it got a bounce to it. That's an original beat. My producer made that beat, G-Tech. He made that beat for me, and I got on there talking about just speaking my own lingo, you know what I'm saying? Giving you my own visualizations, like giving you my own vibe, my own style, man. It's Krash, man. It ain't Young Thug, man. It ain't Gunna. You feel me? Ain't none of these weirdo rappers from Atlanta, man. You know what I'm saying? It's really me. It's really Krash, man. It's really me, dog. Like, so when you hear Gcode, that's what you getting, bro. You just getting me. You feel me? That's the best way I can put it, bro. Gcode by Krash with a K on all streaming platforms.
Now, let's talk about your song Flick. What was the creative process, and what's this song about?
Flick is crazy, man. Flick is super fire. Gcode crazy. All my music is crazy, and they all different vibes and different and everything. But Flick, man, listen, man, Flick is so fire. That's like, to me, I feel like that's supposed to be a huge viral hit. I just ain't dropped a visual yet. I ain't made videos. I've never made a video before yet. So, but for Flick, man, listen, that's inspired by this girl I met. You know, I ain't gonna say her name, and we had an encounter. You know, she had a boyfriend or whatever. They ain't stopped me. You hear me? Like, I was feeling her. She had the fat ass. So I kept going. I wanted her. You know what I'm saying? And I bagged her. You know. Excuse my language. Yeah. You know, we connected, and basically, you know, she ain't believe that I come through and put it down. You feel me? She ain't believe I was gonna have her hook like that when I put it down. So I came through. You know what I'm saying? And I put it down, and she was hooked after that. And you know, she basically left her man and everything. Left her whole man, like left him. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I wrote the song about our encounter that night. What had her hooked? I wrote the song about what had her hooked. Krash with a K, Flick on all streaming platforms. And I basically I used her artwork. I used her for the artwork. You know, that's her. That girl with the fat butt on the artwork. That's the actual girl I wrote the song about and had the encounter with. You know what I'm saying? You can go check her out, man. You go check that out on Krash, on all streaming platforms. Krash with a K, Flick.
What are your music career goals?
My music career goals, man. Right now, though, my music career goals is to just continue to make music and continue to brand myself. You know what I'm saying? To make videos. My next goal is to make videos and to just drop single by single and make videos for all my singles. Right now, I'm in the beginning stage of even creating music. I just started making this music in January, so right now we're in July. So all my music is recorded. Next step, I got a couple more songs to record, but the next step coming 2020 is to drop visuals. You know, year 2020, I'm dropping visuals. I don't know if they're gonna catch that. I'm dropping visuals 2020. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we doing, man. And but the main thing, my main goal is the message that I'm carrying. My message is, ain't no labels. Do not believe in negative labels, man. You could be whatever it is God chose you to be. And it's a challenge to figure that out, bro. You really got to go through the fire and make it through the fire. So that's my whole goal, is to get that message out there, man. To get that message, bro. Like, that ain't no labels, bro. That's my message, man. I need help spreading that positive message by my people supporting that message. You could be black, you know what I'm saying? You could be whatever. White, you could be Mexican. I don't care what your race is, man, because I believe in unity. So my whole goal through my music or whatever I do, whenever you see me, that's my goal, is to just spread a positive message.
Can you share one thing that you love about the music industry, and then one thing that you absolutely hate about the music industry?
The music industry? Man, listen, the music industry, I don't really got no feelings towards the music industry because I ain't in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still independent. Like, I just get a little stream. I get streams here and there. That's about it. I've done a couple shows. I just started. So I'm not in the music industry yet. So I don't really got no feelings towards it.
Now, what's one piece of advice that you could give for an aspiring musician or a musician who's just starting out in their music career?
Being that I'm just starting out, I can give you so much advice, man. If you just coming in it with me, shit, man. I just say stay true to who you are. That'd be one thing I say, is like, whoever you are, do that, man. Because listen, I'm gonna just throw some game out there, like, you know, the game gonna shift, bro. Like, the game gonna shift again. This wave that's going on right now, this wave ain't gonna last forever. Like, the sound and everything that's going on right now, it's not gonna last forever. So whoever you are, if you're coming into the music game, you need to find out who you are. You might be the one to change the game again. You know what I'm saying? You might be the one to shift the game again, bro. So that's one thing I would say. Stay true to yourself. Another thing I would say is to not believe in what people who don't believe in you. Excuse me. The people that don't believe you do not believe in what they say about you. You gotta keep going, ignore them. You gotta be hard-headed. You gotta believe in what you're doing so much that whatever they tell you, it don't even matter. Like, you gotta just keep doing you. That's another thing I would say. And also, as far as investing in yourself, actually invest in yourself. Like, buy the beats. Don't go stealing beats, because if you steal beats, you can't make no money off what you're doing. You just pay for studio time. How you gonna make that money back? You just wasting money if you're not buying a beat, because you cannot recuperate your investment. You can't get your investment back. So I would say to invest in yourself. And another thing I would say is, if it ain't quality, do not do it. I don't care if you're in a rush. Like, if you don't feel like it's quality, do not do it. And another thing, getting into the music industry right now, I would say that's all the advice I got, bro. I'm just coming in, bro. So that's the best I can tell them right now.
Can you share your social media links?
Yes, sir. On IG, I'm TMZ Krash 214. On IG, you can go check out my freestyles on there. You know, I got a freestyle I dropped about a month ago. You know, got about 2,000 views on there. On my Facebook, Francois G. Richardson on Facebook, FRANCOISG Richardson. You can add me on there. You know what I'm saying? Or you can add my artist page, Krash, KRASH. I'm wearing yellow. I'm real spiffy and vibrant in that joint. You can go look my artist page up as well.
Is there anyone you'd like to acknowledge for offering you some emotional support during your music career?
Man, emotional support. Yeah, man, definitely, man. I gotta shout out my boy Drift, man. My homie Drift, my partner Drift was I ain't gonna say no emotional shit, but he basically looked out for me as far as, you know, a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? He helped me out with a place to stay. So I want to give a big shout out to Drip, who is one of the coldest rappers on the planet as well. We got a freestyle we just dropped on my Facebook too. That got about 800 views, in a couple weeks. He's dope. So yeah, he helped me out. Then my girl right now, man, I want to shout her out. You know what I'm saying? And she definitely been there for me as far as like looking out for me as far as like just supporting what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Just encouraging me to keep doing what I'm doing. Like, this shit costs money. Ain't nobody help me pay for nothing. Like all my designs for my t-shirts is dropping with the no label apparel, the no label, all of that. My website coming soon. TheNoLabelApparel.com is coming soon. All my music is originally produced and recorded. I paid for all that, man, and ain't received a dime from nobody. I really was living in my vehicle, ain't showering 8-9 days, bro. I was really in that situation, bro. I don't think they hear me. And now I'm investing in myself, bro. I literally went from that to investing in myself, and I'm not letting up, and I ain't playing no games. My girl been supporting me the whole time. So shout out to them, Drip and my girlfriend.
Is there anything else you'd like to promote or share?
Again, Krash, the Massacre, Krash with a K on all streaming platforms, YouTube, Gcode by Krash with a K on streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, and also Flick about the encounter with me and one of my exes. That's available as well on all streaming platforms. And also I want to promote my Instagram. You can go look my Instagram up, TMZ Krash T214. I got all my videos on that joint. All my videos, like my freestyles is on there. You can go listen to my freestyles if you want to hear a positive message. If you want to hear some lyricism that ain't nobody on the planet is doing right now. Like, I'm not just saying this, bro. I'm pretty sure you interview a lot of artists and all that. But I promise you, y'all go look me up, man. TMZ Krash 214 on Instagram. Go check out my freestyles, man. It's different. Also, I want to promote my Facebook, Francois G. Richardson, FRANCOIS G. Richardson on Facebook. Go look me up on there. I'll be on there clowning. And also I want to promote my clothing line that's coming. No Label Apparel. That to me is the most important thing, because that's the message, man. Like, y'all gotta really help me push this message, bro. Like, I need help pushing this message that, to not believe in negative labels, man. I want you to know, like, whatever it is you're going through, man, like, don't let that negative situation define who you are. That's what I want to promote. That's the last message I want to leave with y'all. NoLabelApparel.com, TheNoLabelApparel.com, coming soon. Shout out my boy Slim Gravy for helping me work on that. Shout out my boy G-Tech for the production. Shout out to Reese Got It on production. Shout out to who else? Shout out my boy Drip. Shout out my girl. Shout out to Miss Michelle. Shout out to Mr. Chris. Shout out my mama. I want to shout out Dallas, Texas. You feel me? The Grove side. You feel me? Shout out to Ricky Blue. Shout out to Money Lou. Shout out to Dallas University. That boy Laser. Shout out to my boy Laser, man. We got a bang out there to hook for him. Recently, shout out to Laser. We got some heat coming. Me and Slim Gravy of ADD Plus, Dallas Legends. We got some heat coming. Shout out to St. Martin. All my family overseas in St. Martin. Big up the island, St. Martin. Shout out to St. Croix. You know what I'm saying? My family. Who else I want to shout out, man? And that's about it, man. And shout out to you for this interview, bro. Shout out to you too, bro.
All right. I would like to give a very big thank you to my special guests for joining me here today on the Creative Collective. As always, write your comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. And for all of your promotion, marketing, as well as music career consulting needs, email ennisproductions@gmail.com.